Yes, this is Mike from Arizona.
Mike from Arizona, what's on your mind?
Awesome. I just wanted to get a so far, man. I'm getting out of the Army, 24 years.
Wow.
Been in the Army for 24 years.
Intact.
Whoa.
Body not so intact. Brain, yeah.
But here's the shofar nonetheless. It sounds like you were put through the ringer.
I was. I got out of there running. I went through a program called Troops to Teachers, so looking to start substituting first.
Oh, excellent.
And end up being like a fourth grade teacher somewhere here in the area. So to start substituting first. But I'm a little scared about it. Crazy to 24 years. But yeah, I wanted to talk about the how the military right now is going through a shortage in recruiting.
Yep.
And sitting there talking to my wife, she was also in the military, talking about how I hope they're not making a decision about canceling student loan debt based on wanting more people to join, because the military is one of the reasons why people join the military. I joined because I didn't know any better. I didn't want to incur debt, and so I joined. Just finished my degree. It's all paid for. I mean, you kind of pay into it, but you finish the degree, you don't pay anything into it. But we were just talking about that last night, and I'm like, man, that makes a lot of sense. But there's a shortage, and the reason why I say I kind of ran out, you could see it. You could see the change in the military. People are not taking it. People are not just going in. They're a lot smarter. The kids are coming in a lot smarter than what we were when we came in.
What do you think that's a function of? Do you think it's
what do you mean by I'm sorry. What do you mean by smarter though? Like they're not willing to take as much grief, or what? Like, what does that mean? They're smarter in what way?
All of the above. They're smarter. They have a better understanding of what's going on in the world. And a good example is my last duty station. Everything pretty much that Michael was talking about, I was able to see firsthand. And so there are people that are tying those things together, healthcare, those things like that. A lot of people join the military, and that's the first time they've ever had dental, vision, and all that. So, they have a better understanding of what's going on. Their information is at their fingertips. So, my fight to keep good soldiers in while I was in, that were smart, was just that. They were like, hey, look, I'm not going to deal with this. I don't have to deal with this.
So are you saying that the military's woke, as we've been hearing from Tucker Carlson?
It's big, man. I've had 3 soldiers that transition. Awesome soldiers, man. I talk to them on a daily basis. 2 transition from male to female, and then 1 from female to male. I love them to death. Talk to them all the time. And I'm glad they're still in, functioning. But the way that they were treated, the way that people around them took care of them and show love, I don't think it's something that would have happened in '98 when I joined, for example.
Well, do you think that's the Iraq War and the war on terror, the kids joining now, growing up in that generation and having that awareness? Because that would be my first guess.
I think so. There's only so much info and so much patriotism you can show and join for that after a while you kind of start seeing, okay, well, what was this for? A lot of the people that I talk to, they're the first ones to tell you, like, hey, what were we there? And it doesn't take getting deployed to kind of have an idea about that. It could be a short mission. What were we doing that for? So those questions are being asked. And again, I wasn't able to ask that as a young soldier. I wasn't able to ask that when I first came in.
Right.
Now we have more of like, hey, I'll listen. to the youngest soldier all the way to, you know, the oldest guy. And that's something that the military wants to push, especially in the Army. They want to push that, you know, hey, listen everybody because everybody matters kind of thing. So
don't listen to the stock boy.
Yeah, we talked about this with Marcus from Left Flank Vets. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but on Twitch, Left Flank.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, and we talked about the same things. We played a clip of a whole bunch of soldiers on deployment somewhere, and it was a TikTok video, and the TikTok person just asked, "Hey, what would you say to your recruiter if you could talk to him right now?" And almost universally, they said, "Fuck you." And I hate that guy.
Yeah.
And like that is amazing. And I think you're right. Like the military uses things like how expensive college is, and I mean just general deprivation as a recruiting cudgel.
Without a doubt. And I also would imagine that a big reason why there are less recruits right now is the same reason why you see some upward wage pressure, and the same reason why you see people quitting their jobs, and the same reason why, you know, we have just over 3% unemployment. Unemployment numbers are very good across the board relative to where they've been in the past, and that's no doubt. I mean, I distinctly remember in the wake of 2008, 2009, 2010. I remember, you know, taking a break from our old office and walking to get a pizza and hearing two guys talk about his kid signed up again for another stint because couldn't find a job. And
right.
You know, when we talk about
right.
when we watch the Fed just raised their key interest rate by another 0.75% today, I think it was, right? Today, the Fed raised that. It's not just to discipline labor, or part of disciplining labor is also creating a certain amount of anxiety amongst the labor force. And so that makes things like the military more attractive when there's not as many job opportunities. So I appreciate
it's all related. I mean,
Yeah, I agree.
Thank you. Yeah, it's all related. It's all related, and that one piece came into mind. Like, man, I really hope they don't withhold canceling student debt based on like, hey, recruitment, because that's one of the biggest tools used to get people in.
Interesting. Well,
I mean, we go to colleges, get nurses, get doctors. I mean, you name it. There's recruiters for everything, and they're out there, and that's the number one thing they push is, hey, 6 years, we'll pay off your student loans.
Are you okay if we clip this?
Yeah, 100%. I love you guys, man. You taught me so much, and I miss Michael, man. Left is best.
I appreciate the call, man. Good luck with the teaching.